What's going on, YouTube? It's the original dev. Today I'm going to make my first real attempt at a serious OWL video. Potentially Hacker made a Olive Rima playable roster tier list. He sent this to Half and Half sent it to me. So go follow Potentially Hacker and Half Slice. They're both great. Hacker really put in a lot of work on this. He's got 60 options here. 60 options to put between S tier and F tier. And I only have 42 concept sketches. And so if that tells you the kind of work that he's been doing, yeah, go give him a follow on YouTube. But let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to start with acro. So acro is right here. Acro is able to take down some sauropods. He's a chill guy with the little ones because he doesn't care about them. He don't want to waste the energy or waste the time on smaller things. He can take down what looks to be a low-end subadult track, or high juvie track, whichever you want to say. Takes fights with dual raptors. I never played Legacy. I'm not a Legacy player. So if Acro was in the OWL Legacy, I never played him. So let's see. I'm gonna rate him as a playable overall. I mean, there's room for him on the roster, assuming they don't take 15-20 years on finishing the game out. I don't have any quarrels with him, and I don't think he's really the best. I think I'm going to put Acro at B. I think Acro's a B tier playable. Alright, Alberto. We got Alberto here. Smaller than Acro. Definitely wants to hide from some raptors. Maybe he's wanting to take some scraps. Maybe he's a scavenger. We can see there's a old Tenno body here, and some older Albertos are pushing the younger ones away. Let's see. Alberto likes to chill. He don't hesitate to take a fight with Stego, it looks like. Do we have a human hunter? Is Alberto a human hunter? Again, here fighting a Tenno. So I'm gonna guess Alberto is not a great mother like they like to say that Maya is. They're not sharing with the babies. Babies are taking scraps. It's got some character to it. I like it. Because it has more character in the concept, I'm going to say that it's A tier. Alberto is A tier. I don't know how much I'm going to play him, but in terms of character within the concept, I'm going to say, yeah, Alberto's A tier. Alright. Allosaurus, dude. Fun fact, actually, last night, they added Allosaurus to the skin creator. Allo has an A and B skin in there. And so does Rex has an A skin. For those of you who watch this, months from now. Let's take a look. Claw attacks. I'm seeing some claw attacks. Digging out burrows. That's probably not going to be added for a while, though. Pack hunter. Allo likes to raise their young. Allo was a pack hunter. They packed with 3, 4, or 5 Allosaurus. So I don't know why they didn't necessarily add it like this. But we have a Allo ambushing from the bushes on a galley, using a claw attack on a para, body slamming a Cerrado, digging out a Homolo burrow, carrying a Dryo, Lion King. That's what this reminds me of. Mufasa. Aloe's an OG. I'm pretty hyped for it. It's not going to be my number one playable. We'll get to that here in a minute, but Aloe definitely has a place in the aisle. I don't think Aloe's bad. I don't think the model's bad. I don't think the character within the concept is bad. It has a cult following. So I think Aloe's going to take our first S tier position. So congrats to Mr. Aloe. Now we're down to Anki. Ankylosaurus. Bro lays down like a turtle so he can't get bothered by acros. Springs up with the tail hit. I think he's going to be a parent. Jaw hit with the broken teeth on the Spino. Anki submersible. I like Anki. Doesn't care to be bothered by raptors. Using the club to knock down food from the tree. I really like the rhino skin model for Anki that they've got pushed out right now. It has character and it's different. Anki definitely seems to have his own play style. So I'm going to push Anki up to A tier. Anki is A tier. Apado. Now there's no concept for this. No concept sketches. And I think Apado has been scrapped. But I really like sauropods. I was thinking, drop it in F tier because it's not coming and why waste, time talking about it. But if they did bring it, it would be an easy B tier. So that's the stance I'm going to take. If they do bring this and it's not scrapped, where is it going to go? B tier. Ostro. All right. So Ostro has been teased a lot recently. No visuals or animations of Ostro carrying its young on its back. The charge jump. Swimming underwater. Can see dinos from far away. Sensing fish under the water. Kicking beppies. Doesn't mind to fight a Omniraptor. Definitely doesn't care to fight a juvie Omniraptor. No, that's a Troodon. Doesn't care to fight Troodon. Ostro is going to be a good one. I'll play it a lot when it comes out, but after it settles into the roster, it's not going to be my go-to. Right now, I am a Raptor main, and my number one most awaited playable does happen to be water-based, but I don't think I'm going to be that much of an Ostro player, a year or two from now, unless it takes that long for them to add it in. So, it has a lot of character, and it's got a lot of people that want it. Its concept shows a good amount of character, and it's unique. I'm going to say that Ostro is S tier. Yeah, Ostro's S tier. Ava. Where are you, Ava? There you are. It's just a mini truck. Nothing crazy. It's going to be one of the what is it, arboreals? At least, in my opinion. I don't know if they're going to add it as an AI or if it's going to be a playable, but I'm going to take a stance on if all of these are going to be added as playables. If so, I'm not too hyped about it. Not that I don't want it to come, but I just don't see myself playing it that often. But Ava does have a following that carries over from Legacy, so I'm going to say B tier. It's mid. No. I'm going to move these down. All of them down one. Let's see. I'm going to plop Ostro back in A tier. B tier, Alberto, Anki. C tier, Acro, Apado, Ava. Aloe's going to stay in S tier. There's no way I change it. Barry. Baryonyx. So Baryonyx is pretty close to what I want in game. It's not my number one playable, but it's pretty close. It's got a lot of character. It's got a big following. Its model looks good. Its animations look good. Baryonyx is very solid. Smacking fish out of the water. Just glances at a Serato that wants to kill it, but he could care less. Baryonyx will fight up a couple of raptors. Can sling raptors off of it. Scratches trees. I wonder if that's going to be for sharpening its claws. Surprise on attack on 10-0 while it's swimming. Baryonyx is goated. We're going to put Baryonyx up here in S tier. Barry has to have an S tier. There's no way I change that. Beppy. I like to play Beppy. Where's my Beppy? There you are. Beppy has a lot of character. It has a lot of character. And for it to be in the game, as long as it still has a decent number of people that play it. It has its niche in the ecosystem. So, with that being said, I've got to say Beppy is a strong... It's a very strong B tier. Almost A tier. Beppy is awesome. Bracky. Bracky is my second favorite sauropod. I think Bracky may be scrapped. I don't have a concept for it. If it was added, B tier. Bracky, B tier. The posture on Bracky is awesome. Kamara. Bam. We love Kamara. Walking through the water, head poked out, kicking dollos, shaking trees, fighting with each other, tail whipping some Albertos. Straight chilling. Kamara is solid. It's not going to be anything crazy for me. I'm gonna say it's pretty mid. Not great, not terrible. So I'm gonna put Kamara C tier. Kark. I don't have anything on Kark. I don't know if it's even for sure coming. I don't know much about Kark. I know there's a lot of people that like it. I just don't know that much about it. So I'm not going to say it's great. I'm not going to say it's bad. C tier. Carno. They have done my boy Carno wrong. Carno is awesome. I love Carno. Dude's awesome. I don't like that they've broke him down to be a small game hunter. I don't think he should be, crazy powerful. But we need to give the king his crown back. No way it should be able to fall off his head with those horns. Current state Carno, D tier. In my opinion, the way that I wish Carno was, B tier. Sorry, King. Alright, Sarah. Sarah has been broken for a very long time, but they just changed it on Horde Test. They tried to nerf it, but somehow it got away with getting another buff in terms of its charge bot stays active for as long as you want it to. So I don't like Sarah. I don't like the way that people play Sarah. If Sarah was the way they intended, I would think that Sarah would be an awesome playable. But right now it's overpowered. I don't like the way that people use it to PvP, and I don't like the way people tend to be toxic with it. If it was the scavenger, the trash eating guy that wants to, eat the leftovers, smells food from far away and goes to it. If it had a defense buff on corpses and not a buff that would lead to them killing somebody and then standing near it waiting for the others to trap themselves by getting too close. I don't like that play style. If Sarah was the way that it was meant to be, I would say A tier. But because Sarah players are so toxic and the playable is bad. So there's the first D tier. Sorry, dude. Sorry. Compy, dude. I've got a Compy one. Bam. I wish Compy was a playable. I like Triodon, and if Compy was a playable, then I would love Compy to run around the sanctuaries and hide in stumps, raid nests, pick food out of the teeth of other playables. I would just absolutely love it. Chase bugs and lizards and dragonflies, and Compy would be so awesome as a playable. But it's just an AI right now. If it was a playable, B tier. It would be awesome. Awesome to play as it. Get a big group with your friends and sprint through the grass as a giant group. Swarm a nest. I mean, it would be awesome. But it's just an AI. So, Compy, B. Corey, the Hadrosaur. I don't have anything on Corey. I know that it's, a cousin of the Parasaur, but I'm honestly not sure if it's even going to come to the game. If it did come to the game, solid C, but I don't think it's coming. Yeah. C tier. Dino Curious. So I like the Waterland playable. Let's see. Where is my... Bam. Theropod that chills in the swamp, sharpens claws on trees, fights in the mud, stands and walks in water. 1v1 against Suko. I don't know what this is. If this is like a mud burrow, if they scratch the ground underwater and dig out crabs and frogs, kind of like Beppy. If it could, that'd be amazing. Love this guy. I think he's going to be an awesome playable. I like the character. Bro's going straight to A tier. One of my favorite herbivores. Deinosuchus. Bam. Dino just doesn't get the love that it needs. A long, boring gameplay. When you do get those moments when people come up to the water where you're at and you're able to surprise attack them, it's awesome. But whenever you're starting a new Dino and you land in swamp and you start rethinking the decisions you made, Dino has so much potential. Biggest carnivore in game as of this very second, as I'm recording this. I like Dino. I've had a lot of hours on Dino. I think Dino could be better, but it could definitely be worse. Dino goes in A tier. Dibble. Oh my god. Dibble's too tanky in my opinion. I don't think Trike is too tanky, but Dibble is too tanky. It's like a dog. It's like a Trike dog. Whenever you get into a situation where you meet up with a Dibble and you're a carnivore, they just instantly aggro. It doesn't matter what you could be a Carno, you could be a Sarah, you could be a 3 or 4 person deep Raptor pack. Dibbles don't care. I don't like the Dibble player base, but I like the character that Dibble has. I think it's too overpowered, but in terms of character, Dibble is an A tier playable. In terms of the people who play it, it's a D tier. But Actually, yeah, I'm gonna incorporate that because of the player base. Dibble is a C tier. If you're a Dibble fan, I'm sorry. All right, Dalo. Dalo is fun. I like to play Dalo with 3 or 4 other people. I like the attacks. I wish the clones weren't broken so that Dalo could be more effective. Um, Dalo is definitely solid. I enjoy playing Dalo. I don't enjoy when the Dalo approaches me when I'm a Raptor and I'm not full grown yet. Dalo's solid. A lot of character. It's special. A tier. I enjoy Dalo a lot. Dryo. I don't think I have a character concept for Dryo. Dryo's fun. I like the dodge ability. The only thing I don't like about Dryo is that nobody plays Dryo. I play Dryo a bit, and I never find another person. But whenever I switch to something else, I'll find one Dryo running around that I could not find when I was playing Dryo. Um, Dryo has a lot of character, and it definitely has a place within the ecosystem. A tier. Done. Galley. I love Galley. I was just playing Galley like 45 minutes ago. I enjoy Galley with a little group of other Galleys. I wish they would bring the Galley bleed back because if you get kicked by something with toenails like this, you're gonna bleed. I mean, there's no way that you don't. Look at this. They even have bleed in the concept, but they took it away. They did my boy dirty. Galley is awesome. I love to see Galleys around, even if you can't catch them. A tier. Galley's an awesome playable. Giga, the Rex that wishes he was. Giga's going to be a bleeder. They're just going to bleed something and sit and wait. It's going to be like a mega version of a raptor. They're going to wait for others to do the work for them. Then they're going to scare these raptors off. I don't think a Giga could take a track. Giga is awesome. I like Giga. I think it has a lot of character. It definitely has a place within the ecosystem. Giga is, yeah, S tier. It's either a very strong A tier or an S tier. But the model for Giga is beautiful. The player base that mains Giga in Legacy is awesome. Giga is a solid playable. I enjoy Giga, and I very much so look forward to him to come. Hera is peak Isle gameplay. Climbing in the trees, running around looking for somebody, and then dropping on them when they least expect it. There's been a lot of people that love Herrera. I know Doki loves Herrera. He uploads a ton of videos on Herrera. There's so much that Herrera adds to the game. Like if you're something that's small and can't get immediately one shot from the tree, you're still looking up because you don't want a Herrera to jump on you and just apply a massive amount of bleed. So Herrera is definitely S tier for sure. Homolo, dude. Homolo's has a ton of character. I think Homolo's gonna add a ton. I assume this is I don't know what size Homolo this is. It says Young Tenanto. I don't know. For those of you who don't know, Homolo is they're in the same family as Packy. So that's why it shows him ramming the Tenno and kills the Tenno, but he just like falls over. They're going to build burrows. They're going to be inquisitive. Herbivore. Homolo has a lot of character. I don't know how many people is going to play it because it's arboreal, but with the amount of character that it has, B tier. Homolo's good. Hipsy. If they can add the Hipsy nest building for the trees, then Hipsy would be automatic S tier for sure. I don't remember off the top of my head who made that, but the one with the walking up and creating like a treetop community of nests that and structures that work together, bridges and treetop canopy nests and like little stairways. That would instantly make Hipsy S tier, even if they didn't add climbing. If they added climbing with it, even better. The only thing that's holding me back from making Hipsy an S tier is literally that the treetop nesting buildables, those canopy structures. Hipsy without its climbability and without the treetop buildables, B tier. Hipsy with climb, A tier. Hipsy with both, S tier. But Hipsy is about to start climbing very soon. So I'm putting Hipsy A tier because of something that's for sure coming kind of soon. My boy Kentro. Kentro's been having a lot done work done recently. Animations and little teasers. I love the concept. Look at this little guy. How could you not like this dude? Look at the head-to-head fighting against the Carno. It's going to be a mother. Family-oriented. I'm excited for Kentro. Very excited for Kentro. Kentro's going to be awesome. For me, personally, I like the way they've built Kentro out. I like the model. The animations are awesome. I'm gonna say B tier. Let's see. Maggie. I have a low resolution Maggie concept. It's a island dwarf. It's a sauropod. It doesn't get much bigger than a Serato. I think it has a lot of character to it. I can't wait to see how people play Maggie. Maggie will be fun. I think I'm going to place it C tier. It's in the middle for me. Alright. Maya. The mother. Let's see. The water horse. They slowed Maya's swim speed down a lot. But if they up his swim speed, strong A tier. But in its current state, they recently added some buffs back. So Maya isn't terrible. I like to play Maya. I'm going to say A tier. Now Megalania. Let's see. Where's my Megalania? Bam. I think Megalania is going to be amazing. The swimming, the climbing trees. It's just... you can't go wrong with Megalania. The bot and then bleed follows. I mean, it's going to be an amazing tracker. It's going to be a utility knife. It's going to ambush, dig burrows, climb trees, swim pretty well. It's going to be a bleeder. Very excited for Megalania. It definitely has a place in the ecosystem. Megalania is A tier. Alright, and now our sweet baby boy, Minmi. Thick skin, venom resistant. Minmi's going to burrow, chill in the water. It's going to hide eat underwater. Just our happy boy. The players that love Minmi make Minmi great. Um, it has a ton of character. It has a place in the ecosystem. A tier. Mono. I don't know how mono's gonna work. Um, Obviously, it's gonna blow some snot on the ground, and then it'll be able to track the snot. It's gonna be able to like blind or damage people based on the snot. I guess they're gonna be ambush type predators. Sneaks by aloe. We got Rugops in the background here. I don't know. I'm not really excited for mono. I don't know where its place in the ecosystem is, other than to be food for other players. Based off of that, C tier. I mean, not great, not terrible. I just don't know what to do with it. Omni. So today, I played Omni and got to Elder for the first time. Somewhat Elder. Yesterday was the update where Omni got like the broken Elder system. You can grow up to 106%. Omni I've played the most out of any playable that's currently been added as of May the 3rd, 2025. So the majority of my 1,000+ hours has been on Omni. If you can have a great team, Omni is a tier. Omni has a hard time in solo. It's not crazy special. It can pounce. It can scavenge. It can track. I mean, it's kind of like a multi-tool. It can't swim very fast though, which is fine. It's not supposed to. Omni it's a B tier. It's fun to play with a group of people. Oro. I have no idea who this guy is. I don't know anything about him. I don't know what his place in the ecosystem is. I can't comment on whether he's good or bad. So I'm just going to I'm gonna place him in F tier because he's not out there. I mean, at least I don't know much about him. OV, our egg stealing, or hopefully to be egg stealing, like raptor thing. Look at the baby Ovies, dude. Ovi has a lot of character. It has a place in the ecosystem. It has a role to play. I like Ovi. Ovi would be great to see. I'm going to place Ovi at B tier. Patchy. Patchy is a little bit overpowered for what it is. Patchy is alright to play in a duo. It has a place in the ecosystem, but I'm not really sure how I feel about Patchy. I mean, I've played him a decent bit. He doesn't have the headbutt. He does have these ground head punches. He does have the ram. He can jump. The players that play Packy are kill on sight. The playable doesn't have mechanics that people wish that it did, but for what it is, it's fun to play. Packy B tier. Packy Rhino. I do not have a concept for this guy. Packy Rhino is my favorite Ceratopsian. I like Packy Rhino more than Trike. I like Packy Rhino more than Dibble. All of them. Packy Rhino, if he's anything like I hope he is, A tier. No, S tier. high standards. Sorry, Hera, you're dropping back down to A tier. Because of high standards, Pachyrhino, S tier. Parasaur. Well, bam. Family oriented group mentality. Doesn't care to fight unless it's something that's going to absolutely mess them up. I don't know what the point of this is. When it's solo, I guess it's trying to convey that it's not too great. Maybe it's too slow, but in a group, it has no problem defending itself. Para is a awesome Hadrosaur. It's probably the number one Hadrosaur by a pretty good mile. If it's anything like Maya, then it would be pretty great. High A tier for Para. Palladio, I don't know much about this guy. I don't have any concepts for him. I don't know if there is one out there. I've not heard much about Palladio, just a little here and there. But because I don't know much about him, I'm going to place him down here with Oro. Just know that I don't know anything about either of these two guys. Protoceratops. Our little ceratopsian that can burrow and drink salt water. Definitely has a place in the ecosystem. He's interesting. He's got character. There's people that want him. He has high potential to make changes in the way that gameplay is with the burrows and the salt water. I'm going to say Proto is C tier, right in the middle. Not terribly great, but not a bad playable either. Taco. Let's see if I've got one for Taco. Blah, 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 blah. I don't have one for Taco. Right now, Taco is an AI. It was added a few months ago. If Taco is a playable, fantastic. But right now, he's just lines for you. And he finds you some others. In terms of AI, he's pretty great. If he was a playable, he'd be amazing. But let's see. He's nothing crazy. If he was playable, he would have a place to play. Taco. People that like tacos, they have a great liking for him. He's not crazy for me. I'm not, too terribly in love with him. D tier. He's not great, but he's not good. Pteranodon. The only flyer that we have as of right now. There is no aerial combat. Not really. Skimming is almost useless because you don't get any water out of it, and you can only land a bite on fish every now and then. Attacking stuff that's on the ground is almost useless. They're currently working on how they fare on the ground. They're going to kind of do a little like TLC type deal with them and rework the way that Pteranodon works in the ecosystem, so he's going to be more terrestrial. I guess because they don't want to do anything for Pteranodon's stam. They don't want to increase stam, so they're going to make you be able to do stuff on the ground. If Pteranodon was more close to their concept, great. I spent a lot of time on Pteranodon when I first started playing Evrima, and so I have a lot of memories for Terra. But the way that they've done my boy is just crazy. C tier. Pterodactylid. I wish Pterodactylid was a playable. Right now it's just an annoying AI. But if it was a playable, we would be stealing some Pteranodon eggs. We would be stealing all kinds of eggs, honestly. We've got some sketches of it flying in the swamps, eating on some dead bodies, fighting with Rugops over a dead human, annoying some nests, annoying some humans. If it was a playable, A tier, but it's an AI, B tier. Quetz. It's going to be the largest flyable in Evrima. I'm going to ignore RoboQuetz because I'm not an Isle lure guy, so I don't want to touch that. Plucking stuff out of the ground. Fighting with, is that mono? Doesn't care for Beppy. Likes to walk in the water. Has no problem plucking pteranodons from the sky. Likes to laugh at Rexes because they smelled food and now they wasted their time walking 200 meters to get to there. Quetzal is very highly anticipated. I'm just kind of afraid for Quetzal's Quetzalcoatlus for his stam. If he has decent stam, A tier. If he has shit stam, B tier. And because of what they're doing to our boy Pteranodon, I have no hope for him having good stam. Alright, this guy, same as these two. I know nothing about him. I wish I did. I wish I could, carry on a conversation 5 minutes about how much I like him or how much I don't like him. But I just don't know much about the dude. So I can't really talk about something I don't know much about. Rugops. I think this is going to be our human hunter. Same with Alberto. Small enough to hunt humans. Swims. Chases Dryos. He's sneaky. Jukes the Carno. Rugops will be solid. I don't think he's going to have much of a special ability, though. Without him having, something special, he's just mid. Sorry, Rugops. Shant. The Shantungosaurus. It's going to be the largest hadrosaur in the Isle. Bro bodies the Aloe. Scares the shit out of Herrera. Towers the Tenantos. Bro fights. Waffle stomps the Alberto. Doesn't care much for raptors. Shant has a big legacy backing. I like the size of Shant. Shant's going in A tier. And the moment I've been waiting for. Spinosaurus, my number one. This is my guy. My favorite dinosaur in prehistory. My guy bitch slaps the Dinoceras. He sends the Dinosuchus swimming in fear. Bro pulls burrows. Scares the life from a Beppy. Tears the Tenno in half. Rolls over an Anki. I mean, what's there not to like about this guy? He's going to be taller than Rex. He's going to swim. He's got massive claws. A sail. Like a gator tail. I mean, there's nothing bad about Spinosaurus. I like the JP3 body. S tier. Front of S tier. Stego. The first, mini Apex to be added to the Isle. There's still people that play it, to this day. It has a very deep following. There's guys that only play Stego. I mean, they're fun to fight. They're fun to play as long as you're in a fight. I mean, if you're not in a fight, then you're like AFK simulator. Stego's a good playable. Right in the middle. Star Echo. Second favorite, Ceratopsian. I do not have a concept for this guy, but I expect him to be A tier. Enough said. Suko. Our pelican boy. The second largest Spinosaurid to come to the Isle. He has a following. He nests in mud. He feeds his babies from his pelican pouch. I mean, look at those claws. Ostros fear him. Suko definitely has a place. He's a cousin to my boy Spino, but he's not as cool as Barry. A tier. Tenonto. Tenno is a powerhouse for what he is. Let's see. Bam. Tenno has a really good kick. The tail slam that follows up the kick can really do some damage. Wait, that's not it. Where are you? I know I have a Tenno. Where is my... I don't have a Tenno. I was just playing Tenno a little bit ago. Tenno has a huge following. It's a good playable. It's good in a fight. It's good to fight against. B tier. Theory. I definitely have a Theory one. Theory is the murder chicken from hell. Bro rips the Dilo in half. Spears the raptors. Bleeds out the aloe. I mean, what about this guy can somebody not like? It's my favorite herbivore. Absolutely my favorite herbivore. I'm going to put Theory in front of aloe. Troc. The main Ceratopsian. What is my boy doing? Look at this guy. He's massive. He's the power ceiling for herbivores. Bro skewers the Rex. The Juvie Troc tumbles the Diablos. Breaking raptor legs. Fights for dominance. Skewers a Tenno. They're pretty overpowered against something that's not an Apex. But Troc is fun. I love the calls. The model is great. The Elder model is amazing. Troc is A tier. True. I can't really say that True is amazing. D tier. Sorry guys. Sorry to my Troodon army. Rex definitely has a place in the Isle. Rex is the power ceiling apex carnivore. He's unique, again, like separate from the Giga and all the other large carnivore theropods. His thing is raw power instead of bleed or speed. A tier. Utah. If they would bring Utah, I would love it. I have a Utah. Where is it? Low pixel, but this will do. If Utah was the way that this Utah is, it would be fantastic. Dude climbs trees. One Utah would pin a galley. I mean, let's see. Where did I place my boy Omni? Right here. A tier. Velociraptor. We don't have a concept for this guy. I know Fozor was working on Velociraptor AI. If Velociraptor came and it was feathered and it was a playable, S tier. If it was an AI, A tier. But I'm counting on this guy to be a playable, S tier all the way. Gen 1s, hate them. Absolutely terrible. I don't want to see mutants come into the game. Strains, cool. Gen 1 mutants, I'm against it. I don't like the idea of it being like a. I know it's marketed as a horror game, but you can get the horror aspect from all the creatures that are in the environment that you have to watch out from, like watch out for, that's going to kill you or skewer you with their horns or stomp on you with their massive elephant foot. I mean, no, we could do without Gen 1s. And humans, I don't like humans either. But Gen 1s are a worse idea than humans. I'll never play human. I'll never play Gen 1. Very, very, very controversial and strong opinions, but that's just where I'm at. So now I'm going to take a second and look at these guys and make sure there's no internal quarrels about where I've got them. I think Anki should be A tier. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is fine where it's at. Yep. There's my roster. Flame me in the comments for the human and Gen 1 thing. Let me know what opinions you think I have that are interesting. And do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what I did wrong in this video. Let me know what I could do to improve. If you saw something that you think I could improve, please, I would like some constructive criticism. Drop that in the comments. Let me know what's up. If you saw something that you were thinking, I would like it a little bit better if you did this instead of that, let me know. It takes a community and it takes some criticism to figure out what you're doing wrong. So I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. If you're still here and you're listening to this, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to the video. It means the world to me. This is my first serious OWL video. This is my first serious YouTube video, period. Everything else has been clips or silly little goofy things. So if you're here and you're listening to this message, thank you. I appreciate you, and you have a wonderful day.